Hi guys, this is Richard Rodriguez. Today I wanted to talk to you about something a little different than I normally talk about. I want to talk to you about a great deal I found today, and I believe it's only on for today. And this is the reason why I'm making this video. It's about the Amazon Fire Stick 4K with the remote that can control your independent stereo volume up and down. That's important. Stay tuned. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Richard Rodriguez. Please give me that thumbs up, click the subscribe button, and click that notification bell to be notified of any future videos that I make. On my channel, what I do is I talk about how to make money online in the short term for gas money, snack money, pizza money, going to the movies, taking your wife out to eat, or for long term to replace that job so you and your wife can retire early and still make income. That link is right here. So click on that link. It will take you to my video explaining to you how I am beginning to make a passive income to get to my goal. Little by little, I'm heading towards that goal by using this method. So watch my video. It'll take you to Dave Sharp's video, and Dave Sharp will give you further information on how to get this done. So let's go ahead and get with the video. Okay, I wanted to give you a quick overview of the Fire Sticks, the new Fire Stick that they have out today. This Fire Stick is similar to the Fire Stick I have. The difference is I have the Fire Stick 4K. Now, if you notice, it's going to have the added volume controls on it and the mute button, which it didn't have before. That's going to be the main difference. Now, another difference that it has is it actually has more RAM than the original Fire Stick. And what that means to you is it's going to load up programs faster. It's going to load up the program that plays Hulu faster, or the Hulu program, or the HBO program, or whatever it is program that you have. It's going to load it up faster. And the difference is going to be your Fire Stick, they start at about $39. Fire Stick 4K starts at about $49. Now when you go into the cube, you're looking at a higher dollar unit here. But remember, I said it has more RAM. These have double the RAM they used to have. They used to have 4 gigs of RAM. Now they have 8 gigs of RAM, which is a pretty darn good difference. Now, if you look at the 4K, which is going to be $10 more, from $39 to $49, basically $50, right? Well, it actually will give you a higher quality video if your television's capable of it. Might as well buy a 4K Fire Stick if your television's capable of it. It doesn't make any sense to not buy a 4K Fire Stick for only $10 difference. So if you're gonna buy one, buy the 4K. I did, and let me tell you, I don't regret it at all, because there's actually a whole bunch of stuff out there that it's more and more stuff is coming out every day, but there's more stuff out there that is 4K available. And once you get used to 4K, it's almost a standard. Anything less than 4K, you can tell the difference a lot more. It's kind of like back before HD was out. When we were watching regular 4:3 television in 480p, we thought nothing of it. Then 4K, or then HD came out. When HD came out, there is a huge difference from the stuff back in the early 90s and the 80s and beyond and before. That stuff is night and day. Well, it's kind of the same thing with 4K. Once you go 4K, if you have a good 4K television and you watch a good 4K broadcast, it's almost night and day between HD video and 4K video, meaning roughly 4 times better. Now I want to show you the one that I am talking about, which is a refurbished. Now, refurbished, you might get kind of scared when I say refurbished, but hey, at $25, give it a try. If it doesn't work, send it back. I bought several things that are refurbished from Amazon. Amazon has very good return policy. I think out of 20 things that I've purchased that are refurbished, different electronic items over the years, I think I've returned 1. So I would go refurbished, $25 as opposed to, and it says 44 here, but you just saw it's 49 right now. So $24.99 versus a $50 stick. At that price, you can buy 2 of these sticks. And again, you have the volume control and the mute control. The reason why that is so important is this stick, like almost all other Fire Sticks out right now, has the capability of running Bluetooth. So all the controls would be Bluetooth. Now let me give you an example, as in my case, why it might be important to you. Right now my television is mounted to the wall. On the other side of that wall is my laundry room. In that laundry room I have a shelf where I have other pieces of electronics that are hooked up to my television. So From the outside, all you see is my television. In my case, I actually have a stereo pushing 2 speakers, about the size of the speaker you see here, in my living room. This remote will control not only the Fire Stick, obviously, but it'll control that stereo. And that stereo is not an Amazon brand stereo. That's my own stereo. It will control that, but with the help of one other piece of equipment. And it's only about $10. If you're going to use something like the setup that I have, about a $10 adapter would be great. It's called an IR blaster. What that does is it receives infrared signals from your remote, and it puts it through a wire and then shoots it out on the other end as other infrared signals, as if it was another remote. Okay, so if you look at the picture here and look at where the arrow's pointing, it's pointing at the infrared receiver. On the other side, it goes through the wall and it is positioned to be pointing at my receiver, my stereo receiver, my audio receiver that pushes the speakers. It's pointing at that where the infrared receiver would point at it. So from my living room, all I do is I actually control volume up and down and mute from the remote, so it will actually tell it everything. So basically it's seamless. Nobody sees anything but the actual speakers pointing out, and everything is hidden behind the wall inside of the pantry, and everything is clean. So this is the whole reason why you want this little adapter. So again, this channel is on how to make money online, whether it be the short-term income or the long-term income. Right here is a link for the long-term income on how to replace your job so you can retire. Once you start making enough money, you can retire, your wife can retire, you can do the things that you've always wanted to do. That's what this channel is about. But today I kind of just deviated a little bit, so I want to show you how to save money. Not just make money, but to save money. Because most of us are starting to become cord cutters and we're trying to get away from satellite or cable television. So if you're looking at getting a Fire Stick or a Roku, I suggest a Fire Stick 4K simply because it allows you to hook up things Bluetooth on it. You can have a Bluetooth remote, but also I have this. I have a Bluetooth keyboard, so I can type in longer things, longer movie titles and passwords, or I can create new accounts whenever I decided to create a new account. Like I decided I'm going to get HBO, or I'm going to go with Hulu, or I'm going to go with another program that's out there, then I can actually type everything in instead of having to go up and down, cross back and forth, and hit the D button inside the actual remote, which is kind of a pain. You can also hook up a Bluetooth keyboard. So this is one of the main reasons why I like the Fire Stick a lot. I have both Fire Stick and Roku. I have the older units as well as the newer units. I kind of tend to use my Fire Stick 4K a little bit more, mostly because it has that volume control, so I can control my own stereo. But of course it has the 4K. So I wanted to bring this to your attention and let you know. Now I have links down below. Click on the links down below that will take you straight to the Fire Stick, so you won't have to go a search or anything like that. It also helps this channel. It helps me and my puppy. So support us both by clicking that link down below if you're interested in getting a Fire Stick. And remember, as always, we make our own future, so make yours a good one.